Hello and welcome to Rocket Gaming and more. And today I am streaming NewCity. This is an early access game. You can find it on Steam, and it just came out recently. Pretty good game from what I see so far. It's early access, so keep in mind there's going to be lag. There's going to be you may run into some bugs. I've had a few game crashing ones, but for the most part, this game has not really given me many issues. So anyway. I'll start with map size because a lot of people want to ask that first. I've got a population of 200,000 just in this area over here, and obviously zoomed out you can see how much space I have left to build in, and of course it depends on water and whatnot as well, but definitely like the way it looks as far as building space goes. Traffic management is just in the early stages, I believe now. I'm kind of having a hard time with managing traffic right now. I don't know if people are taking the most optimal routes. So I've got, like, for example, on this, I don't know what they call it. It's not an avenue. I don't remember what they call it, but it's bigger than an avenue. It is the Broad Boulevard, I guess. So anyway, there's three lanes in both directions. A lot of people come to this area here. I've got offices and commercial here. And let's see. So anyway, you can see this huge line of people. They're just, most of them end up going this way. I do see some people will go beyond that here. I'm just in fairly slow, well, it's normal speed, but yeah, you'll notice that a lot of them will turn left over here. I'm not exactly entirely sure, because what you can do is you can press number 1, which you have the hotkeys over here. So I'm pressing number 1, and you can click on anything in your game, as far as I know. But so like this person here is going home. Okay, well, how do you know where their home is? You can click on. Let's see, I don't know if you can click on it up here. I don't know. That's where he's at. So I was just trying to see if they show anything here. I don't think so. So here's the actual person. He's 19 years old. Tell you what education he has. He's going home. Destination. So I can click on destination. If I can remember where he's at now. He's on this. Actually, this could be the destination right here. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Yep, that is. So there's his destination. Is right there. So that person's going to come. Obviously, it makes sense that he's going up this way to get there. So, but I don't know. I mean, I've clicked on various people in my city, and they sometimes are going clear across the map here. So I've got a lot of people working here, I guess. I don't know. Also, I guess they go shopping here too. So that's another part of it. I've got a population around 200,000 here, so it's starting to get a little crazy. But so he is going home too. And again, I'm going to zoom out, see. Look at that. Okay, so it does draw the path. So he's living way out here. That looks like quite a commute, but he's up for it. I mean, is it a he or she? Yeah, it looks like a he. I don't know. Maybe not. It's a Brooke. It's a Brooke. So Brooke Rogers, I think it could be either way. But anyway, so he goes way out there. I don't know. So what I did was, since they've added, I believe they added recent transportation options recently, I added an expressway going out that way, going both directions here. So it kind of goes. I have seen people use it, although obviously not as many as the other way here. So I've got this little exit here. You really have to watch your exits here, because sometimes it doesn't necessarily, even though you draw it out, it doesn't necessarily connect. So you have to kind of double check everything here. Look, I got a nice traffic jam here too. So there's more businesses out here, and more residential out in this area. So here's another area I could fix up a little bit. I have bus routes going too, but the buses get caught in the traffic too, and I do have trains going as well. But again, it's tricky with the trains because they can only go to certain places as well. I mean, you could destroy areas and try to get them to, I could theoretically build another train station up here somewhere, but I haven't done that yet. I've got one right down here. But the buses should take them down here as well, so I don't know you know exactly what the issue is. The problem is that you do really have to kind of see where all these people are going and why they're not using trains and whatnot. But anyway, so yeah, these guys are going this way. It looks like a lot of them are. So you can kind of follow a path of them. I don't know. So, you know, they do go shopping, and of course they go to work too. So it's kind of hard to, you know, figure out exactly where they're all going. But let me see what I got here. So I've got 2 lanes. I've got this as an avenue. I could change it up to a what do you call it? Broad boulevard or whatever. I also have a lot of stoplights here. So this was in one of my areas where it's kind of in the middle, so there's a lot of stoplights here. So that's obviously not a, you know, fantastic layout there for them. So I don't know. I mean, there's so many different things to manage in this game, which is pretty cool. That's the beauty of it. You know, I played other city building games as well, all the way going back to the original SimCity, and I've enjoyed that as well. So what am I going to say here? So anyway, there's one, obviously one way I could manage some of this would be get rid of some of the stoplights. Like I did on this side here, see, I only have it connecting every 4 roads or so. So I could do that here. That's going to require some restructuring here as well, but I mean, that probably ended up being worth it, I would think. But, you know, we don't have any connections going until here. And then what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3. I mean, just, you know, that's not the greatest setup there on that side. So, all right. And then as far as what you can look at in this game, you can see, obviously on the top, there's my silly city name. You can see the year. Here's the population. You can find different things in here. There's, you know, you can see the economy. I don't know if how much they've developed it. There's supposed to be, I believe, later on, like recessions, things like that. That's going to be, I believe, part of the game. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I read. They're going to have things like that. So I don't know if they're in the game yet. I don't think so, but so that'll, you know, give you variations on, you know, things that might hit your economy or whatever. And that to me is really important, because I played other city building games. It's like, okay, you make a ton of money, and then you're like, okay, what do I do now? You know, so if they have that later on, that would be, you know, something that would definitely help. Anything you click on, I think they have graphs for pretty much everything here. So got homeless people, we got all kinds of things. So move-ins hourly. I don't remember looked at that one yet, but people sick. Got education. So I've got, let's see, what do they have? So they've got high school diploma, bachelor's, doctorate. I think that, yeah, that would be the university I built. So you got 1,900. I don't know. So there's the bachelor's degree, doctorate. Okay. So I was thinking, like, I wonder if somewhere on here it shows, for example, the number of people that, or the number of jobs that are open that require certain degrees. So that'd be helpful. I think that might be in here somewhere. I mean, there's a lot of different things they break down here. So anyway, also looking in here, what else do we have? So we've got buildings, businesses. Wow. So yeah. Retail businesses open now. Office businesses. Okay, I don't necessarily need that, but yeah, it would be interesting to see, you know, maybe which employers have need more educated workers still, and maybe we don't have enough, stuff like that. So there's workforce. Unemployed I've got down here. I use this a lot to see what's going on. You can actually pin anything you click on up here. You can pin it over here, for example, so that's really handy. The only thing is you'll also get notifications here, and you can sort of delete them as you see fit. This kind of reminds me to build a pavilion, so I haven't deleted that yet. And art museum, don't necessarily need that right now. Okay. All right. And let's see, positions vacated. So I don't know. I would assume that means, yeah, there's jobs that are open, or maybe people left those jobs. I mean, I don't know. This is now 256. um, job interviews. So every time you build a company, and even after that as well, you can actually, before they even start at a company, what's kind of cool about this game is you'll be able to click on any building. I don't know why I'm not clicking on the building here, but there we go. You can scroll down and see, like, so somebody's interviewing for a job. So, and it tells you who it is. They don't have the job yet, so they don't just automatically get the job and they're like, oh, I work there the next day. So they have to drive here, go through the interview process, and if they get the job, then they come back and they work here. So it's a pretty cool setup. I like that. Each one of these people obviously have ages. They have somewhere they're working. They have somewhere they live. They've got places they shop at. So there's cool things like that. There is a stadium in the game, I believe. I don't know if I have. I'm trying to remember what I have unlocked here. I've got. So these are just the. It's like under here, number 4 hotkey. Right now I've unlocked library, school, this education, opportunity school, magnet school. Let's see. Different. I don't know. I think this is. I don't know. This is like it's a ballpark, but I don't know. That's different than a stadium, right? So I mean, I don't know. And so it's like, yeah, I mean, there's a little ballpark. You can kind of see on the left side of that. Down here, it's really hard to see. But anyway, there's a home plate out there. But this is a basic stadium. It looks like. There's public pool, big park, and pavilion. I have not added this yet. This should actually grow the area a little bit wherever I put that. I've got 2.9 billion, so I'm doing okay right now. So you can't just place these like in the places that haven't grown yet. So there's actually, that's kind of cool about this game too, is that they require density first for certain things. So this is not dense enough area for me to place this building in yet. Whereas I might be able to place it, I don't know if I'd be able to place it here or not. Yep, I would be. So, so pavilion, what is this for? So it reduces pollution, enhances the land value, and drives growth. See, I've got a lot of different things going right now. I don't know. This area is actually going crazy. I don't know if I want it to grow, but I do need it to grow. Like, see, these buildings are not filled, but the problem is there's just so many people commuting here. I need to figure out how to better manage that too. So it's not dense enough on this side, but apparently here it is. So I don't know. Let's do it. Let's make these make them all suffer. They're all going to want to come here even more now. We're gonna make it so our system chugs here, and no one will be able to get here. I mean, they're already having a hard enough time getting home, so might as well make it more inconvenient for our people. All right, so we've got a clinic, a police station unlocked, and this is the university. University I have is, where is it? I can't even remember. This map is pretty big, so I know I placed it on top somewhere, but this might, wait, no, that's not it. Oh, yeah, it's right here. So all these buildings across here and here going out to here. And I'm kind of running out of space, I believe, here. I don't know what I need next here. School of International Affairs. Prestige. I don't know. I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. And then down on the bottom, you can kind of see. So this is pollution. It's a little bit hard to read some of these, but basically what it is like if you go out here, obviously there's no color, so that's not polluted. Darker areas are more polluted. There was some kind of graph, I don't know where it went, but I don't know. At one point I saw some kind of graph that explained what these colors are, but obviously, yeah, the darker the color, just by scrolling out, you can kind of see what that is. It's darker, that means worse pollution. You can do some things to negate that, is like building like a big park. I mean, it helps reduce it somewhat, but obviously it's the industries in the area that are going to affect the pollution in the area. So you probably don't want to do what I did, which was build one of my first cities here. So I built some industry. I think it's right here, and it's close to people's homes over there. So they love me for that. And same here. I've got a little bit there, but all right, so anyway, that's the pollution graph. You got crime. The darker areas, well, I don't want to say brighter areas, I don't know, but anyway, this red area, I think it's higher crime areas, and this is no crime or little crime. and you can see a little highlighted that's a police building, so it kind of makes sense. There's less, you know, crime around those, but it doesn't seem to be doing a good enough job though either. I'm probably gonna have to place, you know, I might as well do that now. We're gonna go ahead and place a police station out here. By the way, if you're watching, please also subscribe, helps me out. I'm gonna put it maybe like, I don't know, it's just gonna be like in the middle. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, you can see the circle area, the area that it covers. Although I have one out here and it's supposed to cover this area, but it doesn't really, it seems like. So it's kind of weird. And I've got one right there too. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and place it in the middle. Why not? I mean, we have 2.9 billion, so I mean, let's do it. All right. All right. So what else do we have as far as crime goes? It's not actually as bad as I thought it was. Okay. All right. Next. Community. Okay, this is not what I wanted here, but I don't know. Community, you can build certain kinds of buildings that'll help the community score go up, and then you can get denser areas from that. Land value, you can see out here there's nothing. So, and I believe in this game as well. One thing that's kind of cool is close to the water, higher value. So that kind of makes sense. I believe that's the way it works. It doesn't mean you're going to start out like super high value, but it means you have I think a higher chance of having higher land value. Obviously, if you add things around there, it'll help. These here are like open jobs, so kind of might make sense because I have huge traffic jams, so if people can't get here, maybe that's probably part of the issue. The other part is there's probably not enough. Let me check and see. I don't know if it breaks down. I have a harder time trying to figure out exactly how many educated workers it has and needs and all that kind of stuff, because I don't know if it breaks it down or not. I mean, it obviously shows who's all working right now, you know, at the building, but oh wait, let's see. Oh no, I clicked on this building here and it says International Adding Machines needs workers. So there's I don't know, are they telling me 3 different buildings in the building, or are they telling me 3 separate buildings? Let me click and see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe their business is inside of this building. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess so. Huh, that's cool. So there's 45 positions requiring a bachelor's degree. 42 openings with a bachelor's degree. So I don't know if it's, maybe they just expanded here. Maybe they just became a larger building. So that could be what's going on. But it also could be just people can't get here because of all the traffic going on. So what if I click on this one here? So if I click on this, I've got 6 openings. Yeah, see, this one's probably been open longer. Out of the 45 for a bachelor's degree. So I think it's pretty cool. You know, I mean, it doesn't break it down on the first screen you're on, but you can get to it eventually here. So it kind of gives you an idea of maybe what you need. But yeah, it seems like you kind of have to dig into the details, which is kind of cool because that's what I like about these kind of games. I don't want to just paint a city and then get bored. I mean, there's other city building games where you can kind of do that, but and they're fun, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of looking for something that's like long-term interest where I can just keep building a city, expanding it, building my transportation, dealing with problems, dealing with, you know, recessions that might come up or things like that. So all right, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to fix this, but I've got train routes set up, and then I have bus routes I think connected. So like if I click on 2 here, you can see these are hotkeys to get to these things, but it took me a while to figure all this out. But this is the bus one here, and these are all the bus lines, I believe. Yeah, these are all the bus lines. And you can kind of see how many people's on that one here. You can see how many people's waiting here. So there's like 17 people right now. Although actually there's multiple stops here. So there's like 22 and I don't know, maybe 0 at the other one. I'm not really sure. But so you can kind of see, look at that. And let's see, I've got a big line of buses here. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I could lower the transportation budget. It would probably fix some of this. But obviously there's got to be a traffic jam over here, right? So that's probably part of the issue. but my trains, see, I've got to figure this out. So I've got, so if they can get here, they could take buses around here to go around from here to the other buildings, right? But I don't know. Yeah, it's just difficult to see without clicking on each one of these to see where they're all going. I don't know what the best way to handle that is. I mean, can I click on the road and see maybe where 1 million people are going? I don't know, but 65 cars on that little stretch here. So let me see. Yeah, so it's really hard because you got to figure out where everybody's going. So like this guy is going home, okay? So where is home? Way over there. So why doesn't this guy, well, maybe he's gonna turn. Is he gonna turn? I hope so. It would make sense if no, he's in the wrong lane, but why wouldn't he just go that way, right? He's really going home. But yeah, I know that's one thing that they're working on. I think is going to be traffic management. They just added, I think, expressways or highways, whatever you want to call them, recently. But I think they said they were going to be working on this here soon. But this also kind of makes you wonder, okay, is there something wrong with the pathing to that guy's house? Because you would think he would have gone this way, right? So have to check to see. I mean, if you see people going, obviously that kind of helps, but I don't know. But see, look at this. I mean, we've got this little, it almost looks like it's not connected, but I don't know, let me check and see if I can figure that out. So if I go to expressway, and I have seen people go over there, so I don't know. Okay, 3-lane expressway. All right, so if I click on here, too many roads. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just to bulldoze it just to see. Yeah, let's try that. We're going to go ahead and bulldoze this. I want to see if this will give me any kind of message here. Do I want to delete that much? I don't know. We're going to do it. We have money. All right, I'm going to pause that with a space bar. So what I do is go to here again. 3-lane expressway. Can I do this though? Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can. I can start from the middle of the bridge there. So let's try this. Is that going to do it? Is it going to work? We shall see. Will little Tommy want to take this little route instead of the other route? I don't know. We'll see. Who's little Tommy, you may ask? I don't know, but we're gonna find Tommy if we can. Otherwise, we're gonna name a little guy Tommy now. So who wants to be Tommy? Let's see. Are you Tommy? No, you're a road. You're not Tommy. There's a vehicle. Art Klaskenig. I don't like that guy's name. Can I change it? I don't know. I'm not really sure if I can change it yet. Okay, so he's going to work, but why would he? Okay, if he's coming from over here, I guess that makes sense, right? See, I do have people coming using this thing here, see? They are in line going left here to go to work, so they are coming from that way, so that makes sense. Now, where's the guy's house? I don't know. Oh, no, he's going to work, so... Oh, his work's over there. Okay, so he came across here, and then he went over there. Okay, good. Good man. All right, next... Who else do we have here? Is anybody else going to go left here or not? What's the deal? Tell me. Tell me, people. Is it because it's 3:14? Yeah, 3:14 in the afternoon, so you would think, oh, one guy went over there. Where did he go? Where did he go? He's like a lightning driver here. Okay. We are going to check what... who is this guy? It's a vehicle. Okay, it's Troy Along, and he's going to the store. So, how can I... Okay. I can't remember if this is... Nope, wrong one. What did I do? Okay, okay. Hold on, let's try this again. Troy. I'm supposed to follow you. Oh, Troy. I can't remember what I do to actually follow this guy. Do I put that? No, that puts the road on there. What am I doing? Okay, let's try this again. Here we go. Ah, what am I doing here? Okay, so all right, so it tells me where he's going. He's going to the store over there. So, little Troy. Now, where is Troy gonna go after this? That's another question. So, where is his house, and why is he going to that store? That's another question. But Could be he lives, does he live out here? Or did he come from work and go to the store? I don't know. So there's things like that you have to try to figure out, why people are using your roads, where they're going, what's their traffic route. So I like that, the traffic management part of it. Of course, I could just keep building and, keep going too as well. So I guess I'll do that too. I'm going to show you a little bit in case you've never seen this game, just how to zone and build things. So where am I here in my city? How do you know where I am now? I'm facing the wrong way, so let's spin it this way. All right, zoom down. What I was trying to do as I was building this new area out here, there's a little industry area, and this industry area is supposed to feed the commercial area out here, bring them the industry goods or whatever to sell. So these people actually commuting from here are having an easy time commuting, and they can actually go out here and commute too. So it's kind of a nice way for these people to get to work. Okay, they've got an expressway going both ways here. All right, so I do have places for these people to actually move in still over here, which I'm not entirely sure why they're not moving in then, because if I name this road Excellent Road, then people should just move there. Actually, make it a little bit more. Let me see if I go back here. Okay, so this is just a 2-lane road on what I'm building now. Click on it. You just click the left mouse button, you let go, and you can drag it any which way. Well, I don't know. I guess you can go in weird directions too. So mine's been pretty simple. I've been kind of keeping like almost like a grid-like, but trying to get it to not be so grid-like. At least I want to have. I'm not going to connect every road. So otherwise you're going to end up with lots of traffic that way. There is things you can do though if you want to have, like for example, I can go this way instead of just having a connection over here. Because what if I decide I want to build this out this way and go somewhere? It's going to be like stoplight every spot. So we kind of change it up a little bit. All right, so there's a really cool feature about this game. I don't know if you know about the blueprints, but haven't got there yet, but I'll show you. So we're going to click on the residential here, and there's a little hotkey there. E is for that, but all right. So it looks kind of funny when you're placing these. You're like, what is that? There's like these tall green things, but that's what it is. All right, so I hit escape now, if I remember right. Yeah. Go to blueprints, and you can click create a new blueprint. And what I want to copy, I'm trying to figure out what I want to copy here. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and copy this entire thing. We're going to go from here. Oops. Let me try this again. I think I got to press E first to create a new blueprint. I still have a hard time understanding how you get multiple blueprints going, but anyway, this is what I have now. All right, so I've just made a copy of that entire stretch. I mean, you can imagine like you can do a fair amount of work quickly this way. You also got to watch your money though doing this, because it's 3.9, basically $4 million right there by placing this down. So, but you have to double check just to make sure it's connected okay when you do that, obviously. But so I just spent $4 million for this little stretch here. I don't know if it copies schools and all those kind of buildings inside of the zone. It might. If it does, it'd be even more interesting, because I don't know if you can decide like if you want to not copy certain buildings, or I don't know. But anyway, so this is a really cool feature, is the blueprints. Okay, but now I have another issue. So like, how do I want to connect my highways with this area here? So thinking I can have an off. I don't know if they have off ramps or not, so I'm just going to build a road. I don't know if they have off ramps. Do they? I don't know. 2-lane. Let's see. These are roads. I don't know. Oh wait, if I go here, that's, I don't know. That's not. It's not an off ramp. So. Bridge pillars. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the best way to do that is. I've been doing one-way roads for those, but I don't know. So anyway, we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go from, let's see, maybe here. Let's see if that works. But does it make a stop sign? It looks like it does, doesn't it? But is the stop sign just for that lane? I don't know. It's probably a bad deal though if you have a. Yeah, I'm curious if you can you bulldoze the stop sign? No, I don't think so. It's just gonna. Let me see. Cannot remove. Yep, that just destroyed my freeway. Okay, that was bad. Is there an undo button? No. Okay. No, anyway, we're gonna fix this. We are. Really, we are. Okay. Back to the expressway. Is it supposed to be? I don't remember. Is that? Yeah, that works. It does go different. Okay, this one can go under it. That's fine. But yeah, so what if I change this to a expressway exit? Let's try that and see if that works better, because I don't know if there is off ramps yet or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go to one lane expressway. I'm gonna try. Okay, so this way is better because it doesn't put a stop sign there, so that's good. The stop sign's over here instead of on the freeway, so that makes sense, I think. Alright, so now what about these people over here? Are they going to want to go over there? I don't think that would make much sense, right? They're just going from these houses to over there. I don't think they're going to need an off-ramp there. Okay. Alright, so, but they're going to need an on-ramp going from here to there, because otherwise they're going to go all the way back over there. Yeah, let's see. Okay, how do we want to do this? Could go underneath the. Could also just do it from this side over here. I think we're going to do that. We're going to go. They're going to get on this side of the freeway, I guess. And is there a stop sign over there? I'm curious how that works. No. So apparently they just keep going like they're gone with the wind out there. No stopping. No stopping these people. Alright. Look at that guy. He's going lightning speed. Alright. Let's see what our people out here are doing. There's like a big traffic jam as usual. These guys are going on their 10-hour commutes. So you got little Chucky out here. Which guy is Chucky though? I don't know. We're gonna find him though. Are you Chucky? No, you're a road. Let's see. Did I click on anybody? I don't know what I'm clicking on there. It's kind of hard to see what I'm clicking on. It looks like a road, I guess. Hold on. I was trying to click on Chucky. There he is. Okay, that's not Chucky though. That's Hall Curry. Wait a minute. Are you really Stefan? Could be. Alright, he is on the road. And where's he going? He's going to work. But he came from this direction, so it leads me to believe he is living on. Oh, he's going to work way over there, and I don't know where his home is, but I could check that too. But well, actually, no, it does kind of tell you, doesn't it? Wait a minute. Why does it have a white path from here? That is a okay. Maybe that's where he started from, and that'd be a commercial building, right? So that's a commercial building. So he went from the store and he's going to work, it looks like. Now, I could click on him and find out where he lives too, but I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm guessing he's probably on down on that side somewhere. Let's see what happens though. Where does he work? Or where does he live? Alright, he lives, yep, over there. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting setup then. I mean, I have, so I mean, I guess if that guy was going to the store, then it makes sense that he's coming across the bridge and then going that way. Okay. So if I really wanted to, like if I wanted this guy to come across this way, theoretically I could build up more storefronts on this side, right? Now I do have some, but these are pretty small. So, and they're really close to the farms, which is fine because I mean they sell groceries and whatnot, but and they actually would get packaged, I think, over here in the industry, right? So, but yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to build out. I mean, there's little things like that, little things that you can spend a lot of detail and timing on, trying to figure out how you want to set up your city. But theoretically, I could build out more commercial on this side, and then maybe get more of these people to shop here instead of going, down there. So, or way over here, or any of my other places I've got on the map. I don't know. I think there's some out here, right here, I believe. But yeah, you won't have as many commercial buildings in the game. At least early on, you're going to have more residential and farming. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and build more commercial out here, and let's check our city out for a minute. So I'm going to get out of this zone. We're going to zoom in a little bit and see. I hardly ever zoom in as much just because I've got so many things going on in here in the city. But this is a residential area here, as you can probably tell for the most part. You can obviously, I can twist around my mouse view. You can see a lot of cars coming through here. This is industry out here, very close to the houses. That's probably not the best setup there, but that's my first city, so give me some slack. No. Okay, so they're gonna come across here, I guess, and they're getting off work. How many people work in these buildings? Again, it's hard to tell. Looks like there's actually 4 different companies in this one building. So Steel Foundry, they have what? So they've got 10, 50, so we've got 65, and it's currently closed. So this would be, what time is it, 3:32? So I don't know, maybe they work earlier and they get off earlier. But there's also, so they've got, okay, so they've got people here that are delivering freight. So they've got workers here that are probably bringing them out to, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how this works, because the farms, all right, the farms, yeah, they're gonna produce the, obviously the food, and then they would get packaged at the industry, I believe. So, and then when you get go from the industry, then they would go to the commercial, I believe, after that. So, this guy apparently is a worker at the industry. So I don't know, maybe maybe that's how they do that. I guess they just go and they go pick up the goods over there. I mean, I was thinking, like, sometimes I was thinking, well, the farmers would bring the goods over to the industry, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just kind of depends on how things are set up, I guess. I don't know. The farmers aren't going to be, there's only one Farmer Joe, and he can't go everywhere. So, okay, so what we got out here? So he is still driving. Look at that big truck. Look at all those trucks. Where are they all going? They're leaving my city, probably. No, they're going out here. Wow. I've got a lot of things going on here. So we crossed the 200,000 population mark here. All right. Where are we selling that guy? I don't know. Okay. So this is our demand out here. You can kind of see that. Unemployment's sitting at a little over 3%. So I mean, we're doing fine. You can actually edit buildings in this game too. So create your own, I guess. I've done that a little bit in the building editor. It didn't seem all that hard to figure out, so it's worth playing around with if you're into that kind of thing. Of course, you don't have to either. I mean, there's a lot of decent